born say chairman unso bia so eja ebi asori akwadwuma ho machi ebi so asori adwin fi ho machi ebi so gusu dida abonten yeso yegidi sa woni ya badenden yesu fra wa beje enso adomono manu nri enso ejuma ye body e nanso papa woni e ni da so no pay me pa bo me born say adumure me ha ni say chairman unso bia so every get to you did this be ye yamojuma din that ye be di kwaju fodie woni di ensenye juma no enidi hard work pays. Them say no pain no gain. I can't everything. Ya be ya wada she mama. Eninti eja I no pay. Masori I no pay. Me pa boy me born say. Adumure me how ni say. Chairman unso bia so. Masori I no pay. Me pa boy me born say. Adumure me how ni say. Chairman unso bia so. Aja, chamanu su obiasu eje, chamanu su madofu su eja, chamanu su matamfu su na munja me hunsem kika. Eje, you are my light and salvation. Jaja accept my meditation, fireborn temptation. Yeah, yeah. Masora no pay, me pa boy me born say, adumure me how ni say. Chairman unso bia so Masoya no pay.
Good evening, good afternoon to you. And welcome to ADINKRA Radio, ADINKRA Multimedia inside New York City. It's 13 after 5 here. And as usual, today is going to be another beautiful edition. And I know you're ready for it. Come on. Morrison. Yeah, Mr. Brad. Okay, we are back to the studio. Say Yababe Jumano, and it's another beautiful time, and I am hosting one of the biggest personalities you can ever meet in your life. Yes, he is a politician. He is a philanthropist. He is a brother and a friend. And yes, he's one of the Yankees. He's back to home. We're home sweet home. And I call him the KK or the double K. But do not friend, Mr. Kofi Koranteng. He's here, an independent presidential aspirant for Ghana. Is here tonight or this evening with us. And we are going to get it going tonight. I know you're ready. You've been waiting for this. Charlie and easy. So without much ado, let me just welcome him to the studio as we start the fire. It's going to be a very hot fire this evening. What you say? To just get some water to quench it as much as you can. Kege Akwaba.
OG.
the double K.
Yeah, baby. OG, man.
Welcome.
It's happening. Listen,
oh,
we live
yes.
and direct. We're loving every bit of this, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
The long-awaited interview.
Let me tell you, we've gone around the world.
That's right.
And we're back here to NYC, the BX. And
right.
we're excited. We're excited to be here, man. And thank you for the opportunity. And you're going to be spitting fire.
What do you say?
Yes, I need to. Yeah, we're excited. We're waiting for you.
Oh, yeah, good. Okay. So, if left to me alone, I wouldn't be bothering myself because I know a lot about you. But for the sake of our viewers and people who have not met you before or heard about you before, well, who even want to know much about you, tell us about Kofi Koranteng.
Okay, so we were Kolebu, Accra.
Right.
Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Na me ko school na papa ye police nti na ye tu kwan pa. So nti me ko Agri Memorial International ewo Ghana Broadcasting in chain. If you hold any call Cape Coast me call University Primary with Cape Coast na me call Garrison Primary with Kumasi. Yeah, me common entrance na me de call Adisado. Na me fear na me call London kakra. And also me call school and sana me ba New York. Inti na kakra about my background in terms of but professionally, you know, my background into finance. My background and so science engineering. I know na my major was school for, but I do have no me juma. Inti I had to be forced into say me koye telemarketing. Me ko VHA na me ko into banking, consumer banking.
Oh, I see.
Now me call private banking. Now me koye me juma in financial services. Inti minya professional accreditation.
Beautiful.
As I say, minya in terms of investments, ne variables, ne insurance. And tia no na eja ye while to asa kakra na me sound so ye advocate na to say ye wo New York no na ye koma Ghana for say Ghana for be di inti na issues with housing nominate and go for medical issues may your friends say may a proxy for Kofi in terms of medical proxy.
Oh, okay.
Into be arena as I say we could jina name make a decision mano in terms of whether it's a life-threatening situation and I say end of life decision. Na eno na me represent Kofi Bibri was you know.
Beautiful.
Nti enuma na ye de koye ye de koye ROPA Representation of the People's Amendment Act and ye pese Ghana for a wabrichi na to me vote to Ghana elections. Nti ye kokun bia mo amunim no na me Progressive Alliance Movement CEO.
Right.
Nti ye kokun ye ewo Ghana High Court. Na under friends saying Samson Ladi near far no or ye lawyer ye retainer no sir
right
uncle boy in the uncle na ye kunim we actually won the case against the electoral commission said we a human rights set Ghana for us to say a twaba
right
and electoral commission so dada yen sa Mahama Babe dada yen Worcester 2014 and wachina Ekufuado so be dada yen wo NYU so omo be ma Ghana for to me atwa but nina it didn't happen till this day to this day OG Ghana for Representation of People's Amendment Act no one more implement it
right
nti and also want me emfa nye bibia nti na asema ewo ho no nti a little bit about my background on ne de me marking.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Akwa babiem.
By all means, yeah. That's it.
Chi kaya odin oh.
Oh, debut.
Oh yeah, there.
Unse me equipim ni nti me can equip.
Oh, equipim. I thought the fancy.
Debi. Me take fancy so nti nchem ko school great nti me.
Oh yeah, Adisado. Okay.
Yeah. But me equipim nti
equipim problem na ofi.
Ekropon.
Oh yeah, wow.
Nti Ekropon me kasa no ne equipment.
I see.
Nti what can the name me switch to equipment
to equipment. Provided me baby share there.
You.
I know everything you're going to say will be like a platform for studies and other stuff. I know, yes. And today I'll be asking questions that I think the ordinary people would like to ask.
Okay.
I'll be standing in for them.
And feel free.
I'll also we are here to be informed. We are here to learn. So we ask what we don't know and we want to know. And also what baffles our minds. And we think that we need to be furnished with the answers. Yeah, so having known who you are right now, no. But now I was expecting some of the politician back home. Since I see you are in the line.
There be netine say me a politician. I've never actually liked to be a politician. Netine say we have to wrong some rights. in a desperate attempt to right these wrongs, you know. I can't say wrong rights, but right wrongs.
Right.
In a desperate attempt to right these wrongs, you know. Now, as I say, we'll step in. Now, what did you maybe? So what I say?
Right.
You read the politicians going so you're politicians.
Oh, I see.
But I didn't in him dear nipa was say what the chichenia man de ye wo.
You do.
Nti ye no ne pe say ye de som ye man na niema koso na niema koyi. Sa netening enye say.
So what is actually triggering you into the political line? What is the main reason?
Disappointment. What I say, and you got to also understand, OG. I mean, there comes a point in your life where you got to question how loyalty to self, loyalty to country, loyalty to the people you love. What I say. Now, if yabe krum han, yabe fem, yabe bre wabruchiri, yabe wo London, yabe bre wabruchiri. Inti aya na wudi yaw, yawa wudi ne say na deng na yeng de. It looks as if say Onyankopon adom yen ni bribiara. Enso no yentumi nye niam ye. Wahu yentumi nye niam ye. Den ne ye ni.
Right.
Den ni excuse ne say ye bibia no ye substandard. Oji can one thing wo Ghana ye ubetumi feel proud say ye ni outside of corruption, that is. What do you say?
That's a good one.
You then pana Ghana food to me, ubetumi doing sa bobu say ye chocolates, ye wine, ye fulla cry to me ye fulla tongue. Galam say ya baby akudu yen kuku baby nam yen oil yen bauxite. Just say ye idea we do well and say we prepare the youth. Say we'll be visa no will be fikrumo. Inti the best slave trade say in Ghana because we ship the best stock out. Is that something to be proud of, Anna? What you say? Inti na with to honum na who say the world is sinking right in front of your eyes. Wunim waba bruchi waba kusku waba suade. Wunim say sanya may na possible in wo jurisdiction, wo domain, wo krum. Ghana for ye great. Well, individually, ye awesome. What can bumpe chaos? Why is that? Ding ti then complexes ne social complexes being na ya suffer from intia tembiano Ghana fuboma. It seems to be yeah. What you say? Inti I went on the personal search. Say we gotta find out. Let me who say one of the biggest problems here as a people leadership. Well, you need a competent, functional, caring leadership. We need a functional, competent leadership. And it doesn't look like in Ghana for the last 30 years, the leadership or the people, the position holders we've had, have been competent and functional, and they have loved the country. Indeed, they've left the country to wither. What do I say? Right. Now, inti would do baby I say no, this thing is not complicated. Listen, fixing Ghana is not complicated. Obi obeka say fixing Ghana is complicated. No nim no ka.
Seriously.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely without a doubt. Then they are complicated. When you have an abundance of everything you can have. Switzerland, all these Scandinavian countries, then what does Singapore have? What does Malaysia have? But go into these countries and you see how progressing is understatement. What do I say?
They are developed.
They are ahead of...
They are progressed.
They are ahead of the
word.
Artificial intelligence. Their artificial super intelligence, Muno will say. Now, Bagana, we have everything. Yeninsu. Yen electricity doom tembia. Oko hospital edru ni ho mpapa wu last year. Cotton wu cry what they be you check ne sugar cry will be 37. 37 is what I say. I mean, it bothers. It should bother you if you are a person I would do manga. Intine do baby I said, you know what? You're gonna step in and hold the bull by the horns because this thing is not that complicated.
Right. So it's easy for you to change Ghana's destiny, to change Ghana's way of direction. No?
It's not easy. It's simple. Simple. Yeah. Simple is because it's the processes that needs to go in place are straightforward. Now, you will run into some roadblocks naturally. Into easy, but processes no, are simple.
Simple. What do you think is Ghana's major problem? List
Leadership.
about 3.
Leadership. 3D9 leadership. If we get the right leader in Ghana, everything falls in place. Everything. Because bottom line is leadership.
Okay, let me know about the various policies or like Memphane said, or various campaign promises war, just in case should Ghanaians vote for you to be the next president after 2024. And so we can talk about that.
Processes. Say, as I say, you change constitution.
Okay.
As I say, you institute a national development plan. Senia, the
like a
task,
developmental plan.
Yeah, national development plan. You entrench.
Okay.
Yeah, this constitution. No money are locked. No. Send Ubian to Mrs. You see, near Ubia, up to this point, would to me could be so wadakenum, Yiniama film, the Niama can change Niama. Inti, near say, wo map it out a national development plan now. The 4 major areas, economy, infrastructure, society, and governance. So, 4 pillars, so 4 major pillars. What's the sunny we are now? This share constitution, no, I lock. Obia into Mrs. Now, what will render offending what can then party one manifestos no render any now useless because what the party manifestos what they ban what the best assembly so you hear manifestos you hear a simple direct 20 30 50 year game plan to being a first world country and a straight path. There are these things you have to do, and yet adibia ubetumi I can say okay, it's either you bedi dokuna na you bedi mo na say you bedi wacha na you bedi gari na. No, it's one thing you have to do.
Okay.
So what I say, you have to strengthen the country economically. No, SAA viable. Say over 400 billion cedis of debt. Regardless of nia wobeye as development, at some point, obi beba bije omang say ne dia because you could ge loans ye de beye ne dia yi na no. Ye nya sovereign guarantee say a sovereign nation inti ye de omang na ne di si awowa. What you say? Inti obi betumi abije omang ne say hey, muntumi ntua mo kade ne mo for omang ne ma. And that's where we are. Ye bese Sri Lanka. What you say? Sri Lanka was number 1, we were number 2. So Sri Lanka knew I hina number 1.
And you know more.
What you say? Into one now say walk up. They say one fall off. Into say yeah
take over.
Oh yeah in a big way. What you say? Into as I said 2024 it's not a matter of options. Oh we'll pay NDC and now we'll pay NDC.
Yeah.
We've left that conversation. Say we don't have a choice to pick. It's a one direct. Listen, this is it. One no medru na we are in bekumu. What are we gonna do? We need choice there. Ope APC and now paracetamol and I say ope Tylenol. We need choice. As I say, one no. It's a potion now. What the amount? Kofi Koranteng. One no ma. Oman be collapse.
So the next remedy for Ghana is Kofi.
Absolutely. Listen, and American say hina. Na wunim na and your people can call and here na wunim na ne policies to say yang
or policies no we yo
minim sa but say
nti me pese me nya no we na nka afa ye di no ho komo one after the other.
All right, into a couple of things. Into the main issues, 2 major things and say you be change constitution
and the development plan.
You be plug leaks a send and crofun to me niska and get away with it.
Right.
Number 1. Number 2 is say you be national development plan say be a structural. SCA or Ghana no. You did to homaso. Into obi into me mama sesa no. Send a development no be kwanim. Obi into me mama because we could see blocks, we could see airports, we could see these things are not money generating.
Right.
Into no ehun hia say ehun hia but ehun hia say because who sees any man no went to me and chiaka or before man. Common sense, right? Inti sa niema where you could see Dubai, you could see airports no many a day. Airports now it wasn't a beautiful airport, but near my income. Until you can't justify say who could je Bosnia the ABC airport income no and far exceed cost of loan now who could je I would see. Simple math. This is common sense. Common sense. OG. Who studio it's beautiful. Yes, ADINKRA needed it and it's a beautiful place. But you needed a studio that much say who could get loan for bank who income generating from this place no into me and justify who loan who could no let's just say it's as plain and simple.
True.
And this is what the government of NDC and MPP, this is what they've done time and time and time again. And this is what we're saying, say anybody who is prudent does not do this. So I say Inti number one, young government you're too huge. Inti
the size of government?
Absolutely. Inti 275 parliamentarians, no, you're skimming it down to 20.
To 20 MPs?
20 MPs, yeah.
What?
Absolutely. Go ahead, ask me the questions. But you say you're in a shock. I want you to be in a shock.
I think I'll come. I want it to finish, then I'll come with the questions because this is a shocking thing.
You're a scrap regional ministers. And who here? You're a scrap regional ministers. So what I say? Okay.
Or better scrap it off.
Yeah.
There'll be no regional ministers.
No.
Okay.
You hear regional ministers. 10 ministries per 10 ministries.
How?
Okay,
the how will come.
10 ministries. Now, if ministries 10 in the ratio 1 building, yeah, the
different
splash.
blocking.
Was say asase Ghana. Be a ministry of this be a productive. Nyanse woman in the thing. Catch me. What we tena bridges and why ya bridge and out ya wife fear what ya no man near my age you may. And listen, it doesn't make any sense to have uko ministries be a luves no aso so air condition is wo luves want to mean close to luves no so aso air condition. Are you serious?
That's a fact though. Yes.
What you say? No. Me electoral commission. Electoral commission wo luves. We say only luves. They will blades and
those blades now. Window blades.
No aso air condition. Air condition see every 10 feet to be air condition. Most of them say you need power. I mean, come on. I mean, are you serious? Me who near my sound say I didn't know fem. I didn't need fem. I was fem. Because nobody in their right mind wastes so much energy because installation of windows I'll be in the airtight. Send them from end to mean call out. We retain the air. You need less energy. Me boy now.
Right.
You don't retain the air. Okay. Into you were 55 diplomatic missions were around the world. You best shot in now down naka 5. 5? Yeah. Now, I think so. Our friend, no public official is going to fly first class or business class in our economy if they have to travel. 90% of the problems, 95% of the problems in Ghana and Ghana in your breach. Then I'll call a breach. What do I say? These are some of the major ones. You big change constitution. We're gonna train our youth, make them skilled so they can get into high level jobs. What do I say? Your education are irrelevant. Your functional medicine. So education is irrelevant. They say we spitting out 300,000 graduates every year. One skills na you find your development be
right.
I think necessary you spend billions of dollars to develop the most precious human capital. Just for them to matriculate, for you to say go get visas and go abroad. Okay? Nra kwa mene doctor kushiai bisa minua penyote hey Mr. Kesse or hey. Nra yene doctor bi kushiai oye a oncologist of Ghana aba oje grants in excess of 150 million Ghana. One students be programs from Ghana what bahatori be award nipa 2030 KNUST 4 ne universities are all Ghana. What one by training? Well, nobody goes back. Obianko. What violate one contract, one co dainty. One eye corner. What coyajmo Ghana Hanswa won't you wanka?
Won't you?
Now, wouldn't you news wrong?
No,
Doctors and nurses.
Matisse, like some doctors be about 1,000 doctors or so. Yes, more and Kofi kakra. Yes.
Now, abrichi uba abrichi no wo yare ko doctor ho a wo ka choose okufie one more okufie kakra nti won to me hwe so na wo kanin.
So omo no there, so omo shede afi no more school no, right?
Now, nti woni adwuma ye, nti who's going to pay for them? How are they going to live? Wo year wo ma. How are they going to live?
I think this is the first time I be a right?
There be nkrofo pi wo ho no ma wo ko
Previously?
Mary Bay offending Afrikiku. I had a bunch of doctors come meet me there. One problem is say walk to school no matriculate here. The system intentionally delays them. Send I won't post to one because they don't have money to pay them if they were to post them. So I say, and it goes on in Ghana all the time. Why do we have a system? Now, walk graduating so when your visa pay no walk abrichi because abrichi work one. Meanwhile, no a young patient to doctor, any healthcare professionals, no, one of the lowest in the world. International say we need doctors and medical professionals.
Yeah, more doctors, more nurses.
What's the problem? But yet we have 350 million to spend on a cathedral, which is non-existent. Foundation grow when you and because I went there just before I came.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
Today the name
Oh, major.
Okay. All right. Wait, I am Mr. Kofi Koranteng, independent presidential aspirant.
They'll be hopeful.
Hopeful.
Yeah.
Hopeful. Okay, so when you pick form when you are
hopeful. Yeah, hopeful.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the independent ticket in India, you know, and I say so far we're very vibrant. So you may ya domwa or babe aspirant into Ghana for and then come on I ne twetwe no. Let's sit back, watch, comment, share the link, invite some more, and let's see how it goes. I've seen a lot of comments coming and all that. At the appropriate time, I'll be reading it. And if possible, I shall open the phone lines to welcome some few calls. So we see how it all goes. Yes. Maybe Miki Kinato. Nothing common I had. Are you ready? Okay.
Fire.
Yeah, but fire is here. Also, be change the constitution. What are some of the potholes in the constitution? I think say are very relevant that we should amend it as soon as you become the president.
President has too much power. Number one, and this is president to me for EC boss. IGP and this is president in AG and this is president well Nina should come from an office be a young be established our friends the office of Public Service Commission. Public Service Commission no, yeah one na SSA would decide you may na a fair equitable na a based on merit. And yet will be a poodle to the president. Well, it has to go through a system. What be authenticate now? What be make sure so we'll go through processes. Be able to say you could do the job. Now you one institution into self. Maybe to say electoral commissioner. One will be producer commissioners. Now public service commissioner say more evaluations. Now more share out of 5 and Kofi. No, best serve as EC, offending commissioner.
Okay.
Now the same thing with IGP nom niade. Na so electoral commissioner also has too much power because to me do baby I know say listen I feel like say may her into a region, may her into a district. Now was set up district as we use our power if you setting up a region it should go through some serious consultations.
Okay.
Well, nipe obi obekese or per region no because we hear regional capital because sana or friending sana resources call into a neighborhood, a region. It goes through a regional capital. Until one hour per resources, and yes, what pay regional, what per se, what you known as a region, but resources we here. Until what resources we here. What is Sikano Koya regional capital? What deprive one of Sikan? Until I didn't know one first Sikana the Koya regional capital, infant provided one with resources. Now one abrabo, imunye demma one no one coenim. Doesn't it make sense? So electoral commission will power so would be to me set up districts near the or to me the rules ba in election elections see so him say na elections money driven. As I say we give him na ukoye election MPP for year one primacy you won't say park so na bullion vancia what is come on that what kind of democracy with the dang the area what I say as I say electoral commission no to make see sika say ubi our your candidates now your signature se ba say opeso your candidate ya ma 10,000 cities fan no your campaign no ye wo the friend say wo slate niama obeye no policies why aba now akọ why your friending what do aba TV so different TV stations radio stations na nkrofo ati wo kasa no one who say obetumi adwuma no de adenama and say wo ko tua yi delegates ka ubehu na nkrofo susu deep freezers ni ade come on Banana Republic by ni Iran ukoto aba mo bi a so uko man deep freezer ama no cooker ama just no ode bibi be ka eno ho no ono no akoye winner. It's about who gives the most. And so now when you're competent, that's why we have almost a failed nation. What do I say? Because in Kofi will run, they don't deserve to be there.
I see.
I didn't know any ideas ni ho. Now, OG, how do you explain say yang aye to young good and so yen smelter?
Yeah, maybe they know how it's not there.
Ye to young oil and so yen have 7% royalties.
Yeah.
What do I say? Hey, yow. And so petrol boy the name Ghana. How do you explain that? Yeah, well, oil refinery so Ghana, Tema oil refinery. And so
how many are they able to do?
When you do macra major.
Oh really?
Debbie, I fed worry your plans to put it into better now for you. So also be busy questions. Busy I mean can't you oil refinery needs to water what's wrong?
Okay, Kofi. Right. Now my uncle anyway, we see ex gratia no one can answer mama.
Oh, Article 71 ex gratia no we scrap it
straight away.
Oh, straight away. There's no point. There's a yechem. Yechem kra.
Obesomo.
Oh. Hey,
you know hard work pays. Senipa na ba wabeye ejuma.
So can be hard work pays. Institute. Now listen to this. Yes, it say yechemu fi hard work pays no. Hard work should not pay. Results should pay. What's he asking?
But hard work leads to results.
Not always. Oh,
you can work hard without achieving
absolutely.
Any results.
See, doing more of what doesn't work doesn't make it work. Do you know who
doing more of what doesn't work
doesn't make it work.
Okay, that's possible. Yes.
No, and yet that's possible. A fact.
Doing more.
You. What you say? You can. Where to brodo? Na would they a brew is some to brodo na urinya brodo. Na me cannot say. Into doing more of it. No say where you take it to a whole different level na. And no ukoto ovens hypergalactic. I don't know maddening convert it because formula know what's wrong.
Okay.
Now me cannot say. We need people to the element for remuneration should be not on hard work. It should be on results. And the results should be predetermined, predefined before the work starts. Inti ufia si ejumano no ya kachu si. Ya pese winya ABC. Unya ABC now, you bet you out say, I'm not against paying officials $1 million a year. $10 million a year, I'm not against it. But as I said, $10 million, no, you're justified. The only thing I have a problem with, say, Article 71 in the ex gratia, no, you can't justify it because one guy will run. Sa, our friend, ministry see now, no, any agency see now, no, they run it at, our friend, at a deficit. They run at a deficit. Inti, then now to me run ministry. Won't fussy kabia more magnum, and so where SUV being, with them 4x4. Now one na pin.
So the salary natural.
Inti na make say inti after sa salary na wuchi no salary no cry no sa one compensation in na you be scaling in na ye no according to based on what you produce. To me nkotena no mo keke say 9 to 5 ukwadwuma 10 o'clock 11 o'clock by 2 o'clock now lunch now waka cho secretary say worry about ubehu ochina now you end the day now uwo SUV unya 45 gallons of gas every week. Debbie. Enya Kofi Koranteng abang. Enyema.
KK.
Sir.
20 MPs, 275 constituencies. How do you coin that into positive results?
Okay. That's the problem. Their problem is say tembiani we're looking at size. Now na by obey 123 ministers the improvement where improvement be?
To some say enkobasa baby anya zero sir. There are other parts I think there's some achievements.
Really?
Yes.
400 billion cities of debt. And
still there's a result somewhere to some extent.
Okay.
And yet zero.
Okay. Inti I can't show. You see we need to change our thinking. OG to when the patient dies everything you do is useless. Tina making you. Yang no year about stuff. Yenya niema ye patient ni yare no da ho no ma is one man oxygen no were falling fingernails na or
take photos
we take pictures near they say what be yes and we try about you find ya what the twin no what you was when you up what you say nyanse bia nim oji nyanse bia nim.
Doesn't that have to do with our attitudes towards work?
Absolutely. Sentina young person change, you know.
How are you going to change that?
It's simple.
Let me feel the simplicity of it. How?
Because Ghana, our systems are not yes or no.
We do.
No, we don't. We don't have systems.
They don't work.
Okay, why don't they work?
Because of supervision, lack of supervision.
That's an element of systems.
All right.
System be a 3-prong. The objective, the mechanical part of the system, and the discipline and the supervision.
That's right.
Into yen systems, 3-legged SSA ewo Ghana no. Most of them your objective. Any the mechanical part of the system,
and the discipline part.
And a discipline part. Into yen juma. Everything in Ghana is run on personality. So we'll run Nyama on personality. You don't have dependability. If you don't have dependability, you can create standards. So if you have a problem,
I'm following.
Okay. So that's thing. Inti oji yankasa keke. Mimi bibia me can be a science-based, data-driven.
Okay.
Human-centered, of course. So yes, these are all proven things that I'm talking about. I'm not just sitting here rattling, say, no. BBI proven. And yes, anka Singapore into me Singapore, Japan into me Japan, Germany into me Japan. Wouldn't I a science-based data driven? Yende ya tuegu baby, ni yako fankro fubi parliamentarians, ministers. Why kakra na ye bon say ye tupa de gu wants to say ye tu shire unim shire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, white be see.
What to shire wants for the bobo nine. I just say why I the wedding kunim what to shire gu no tia ye kono nyanse bie ni ho. Inti the problem is that we have to focus on results.
Not the size.
So what you say? Inti 275 ministers. No, OG. First of all, question is say, "Deng na waye one mandate here deng. We didn't know one mandate."
So they are responsible for the various constituencies now. Yeah, elect your more no, and they are supposed to make sure they in charge of development.
Okay.
The security of it, and education. Like all boils down to development.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Inti sani many na no. So what? My second thing I make outside of constitution here then national development plan.
Plan.
If you have a national development plan, address Niamani now what can say now? Why do you need a parliamentarian?
We're talking about supervision as well.
Oh, you have a local government. What's a local government there?
That is the committee.
Okay. We have no friend say
the assemblyman,
Metropolitan Assembly, Municipal Assembly, and District Assemblies.
But with that, you're going to maintain, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Because one will be taking charge of local government. No why your supervision and preservation. No. Into a Jumana can say local government obey. Into why do you need? Oh, let's stay on that point for a second, so you can really get what is happening. What is the purpose of a parliamentarian if the one purpose is going to be addressed by a national development plan? Now everything that's left on the peripheral goes to the municipal, metropolitan, and district assemblies because that's their job. No, what part have we left out? Have we left any part out?
We're talking about lawmakers too.
Lawmakers.
Yeah, that's what the parliamentarians are known for.
Debbie. Okay, lawmakers. Now see and see a scrap on. You see a big jail to 20.
20.
Of course.
So the 20, I'm still thinking about how you are going to use the 20. How effective it's going to be.
I think 20. You have 2 per region. Effectiveness, how do you derive effectiveness? Do you derive effectiveness from results?
Right.
Say when your results now, then you can question say you're effective. And I would you make one
you're right.
Okay, inti say we your effectiveness, now be your results in dia. Then how you get it doesn't matter. Process should not matter. Results who here.
And here. Not just in the results, positive results.
Absolutely. Right? That's why. Listen, this is airtight. Major. Yeah.
And I say a basa cry no so I say if the size is too small, it becomes very manageable.
Oh, nothing. What can be a mum? Oh,
some meti was ba.
What can be a mum? And can be mommy answer. Would be some questions?
Okay, and my main punching too.
Punch it, bra. Punch it, bra. So, manageable. Airtight. You're using artificial intelligence. Say, OG, say, computers, Watson computer, prescribe prescriptions more effective, 75% more effective than doctors. What do you say? Into your day now, won't use one computer to me as assessment in the mouth. Now, for parliamentarian, now man SUV, a being back for no, back for a year, woman a saloon, man a free gas, woman no driver, security.
And there's someone for my dear.
Who's writing?
Oh, man, for my dear.
Oh, there be when your bonus is 8 years for Sanya man.
Say, it's up to them.
But up to them, then here need to need out of your taxes.
Say, it's out of his own paycheck. No, the child.
Now here need to paycheck.
So no, 20 hours before, so you are going to pay them too.
And
are you going to deny them these assets?
No, but of course, but see, Mawon Article 71 extraction.
And they say one time, what mommy at where you know.
Yeah, but one bonus is no, you basically be down. Yeah, Mawon Sikana would know.
How much do you think you're going to pay a minister or an MP?
Well, we have to go through the specific process of our friending expectation.
Let's talk about an estimate.
Well, okay. In fairness, OG, na can you say there has to be some standards.
Right.
What do I say? The median income of Ghana, average Ghanaian, yeah. Unim.
Minimum income, minimum wage.
Yeah.
I think it's 12 cities or so.
Oh, and only per hour, but what on a monthly basis?
Monthly. Oh, so
a new 1,000 cities. Okay, let's make it simple. A new 1,000 cities. A new 500 cities. 500 cities. Inti say who expenses here 50,000 cities every month. That's a little excessive. What do I say? Based on the fact say we want to mean provide for nipa na otua say 50,000 no equality of life are comparable. Now make an say.
But here's the case here: you're going to double up their jobs, even triple some of their jobs, and you're still going to give them this kind of
now. Yeah, so abrichi, and yes, they push you till you hit the edge, and then yes, abrichi. What capacity do you think these guys are working at? 10%, 20%, 50%? What do you think?
I have no idea.
Okay, I don't even think they're doing 30%. Because who could Juma 10? Now, if you fear Juma 3. Now, most of the time, where Juma no.
I think they start at 9.
Who say?
They start at 9.
They're supposed to start at 9.
As early as they can.
Major, it's all in the results. Who call Ghana? Now, we say na Chrome ayefi, ye ninsu, ye nikania. Eduangi ni ho brody kra ni ho na wura fu baby na. You cannot tell me say 275 parliamentarians are doing their job. You can't convince me. Hey, what say who call men biemu? Now we say na fi wo menum. Now we say na one traffic the nipa driving na lawlessness na. Who to me who the level of the mind of their leaders. What do I say? We have 400 billion cities of debt. We don't have any industry, any institutions that emanating income. Yang, foreign exchange reserves is almost zero. Almost zero. Because yang 400 billion and Kofi. Sikabia yenyan, it sustains us. Yetua interest on yen debt.
Also, you need any institution in Ghana, income generating.
No, I significant. An American say to you, young trade surplus, young trade has to have a surplus.
Okay.
Into income be generating still doesn't go to the point where it's creating a surplus in exports.
Okay.
Into and into the now OG, let me ask you a question. So what I'm gonna test your mind. You don't think there's anything wrong with 275 qualified parliamentarians, over 123 ministers, a whole judiciary, a president, over close to 1,000 staffers? We go to the IMF 17 times. There's nothing wrong. Oh, bizarre question. 17 times. I mean, one time, oh, okay, yeah. 2 times, well, you missed it. Shame on you, shame on me. 17 times? Media. 17 times. That's an embarrassment of skills that are imaginable.
Kofi, and say me awokan you now. Yati bida.
Yeah, do.
Yes.
Yeah, do.
Yati ebi mpo de chen wudie. Ene wo so aba. O pe hwa ahye. Nti wo kasa ha ye de. Oh, ye kua, oh, my policies, oh, my you say you are capable of handling Ghana's affairs to a positive point. How do you convince somebody like me who have seen, tried, and tested to people who were even sweeter than you? Now you try and we are crying on the same promises of the person we had the confidence in and voted for. And yeah, all power benting also I know that and they also bashi.
It's simple. OG, listen to me. Number one, Nipa Bahin now nim so around for president. At least one they made themselves known so around. Nipa Bahin.
You mean for president?
Yeah. Nipa Bahin and what person will run?
Anya Ghana credit the minimum will be at like 8.
Okay. Inti say Nipa 8 no call round na ku tie won asema wo ka. Na hwe say ubia ka say obe strip presidential exemptions na.
Okay, the manifestos are not out yet. So
okay.
Right but now
made the marker.
Sir, would the minu udin community na mate?
Okay, good.
Na say obi ono be din community baby oba you voice it out.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Ebi ano be so dey answer a heavy channel.
Okay, that's I'm waiting to see.
Possible.
I'm waiting to see. So or enye say what can keku. That's what tiade na say. You see one of the things that are different me different they say me tiade na say. These things me na if you my dream na my design. Na me kan what say inti metiase enye say American say talking points be
Kofi why be sada
who say
say ex-president Mahama Kasembi
ja nka enye no kware
na say e dey asema
when you're president I want to be prescribe it said that enye say na person okay
yes
enye
no kware
no kware so kan sa ono de okan minim so okan but nyansa bi enim
how
let me prove to you say what they and she saying what they are. Inti say wunim we contractor na usidang. Na work say ubetumi see Empire State Building ubetumi say what CAD computer aided design ubetumi atna say na what computer aided designer ewo laws SSA will follow laws now. Say if you are going outside of what spec now, Ebeka chose you will go outside of your spec. Now mekano niayari yeno OG enye magic. A lot of countries aye bida. Ebia wonye wo Ghana. Inti aye yang say obiere ntumi nye. But the same formula na then na Singapore to me use formula. Hwɛ ma menka sɛ menkyɛ Ghana fo mpacho muntie saa de menka o radio station biada menka o TV station biada inti mpacho muntie me OG we are ready
Me tie pa.
me call back
My breaking news.
me call back na me kɔhwɛ Kwame Nkrumah sawati Kwame Nkrumah din obviously me call back na me kɔhwɛ Kwame Nkrumah ye call independence no for the 9 years na Kwame Nkrumah no wo ho ansa na wo tu no development wo Ghana no me call back na me kɔhwɛ Singapore me kɔhwɛ Malaysia me kɔhwɛ Japan wo mu bia na wo development wan ya na ento sa development no. Can you believe it? That's mind blowing. Kyerɛ sɛ sanka Kwame Nkrumah continue near 9 years na anka yebetwa Singapore ne Malaysia ho wo Ghana. It's unbelievable. Hey, wopa obia wuritie me bia ko back.
No man ebi ne dian.
Oh, infrastructure. Akosombo Dam. Motorway ewo silos where in the factories where wo Ghana. Combi factory and Tama Mpaboa.
But this same government so near to be one factory. Minti mikra who be say social media there say try fine. But I could count about over 100 factories.
Count.
Yeah.
Where
And I make I say I've been reading a lot about them on the social media. The code be better. Most of the time they post the pictures. Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, they be in America say too. Hey, Ghana for muntie. Yam fancy Kofi quarantine nim sa anya main or it can be biaka say atro. There has to be a way as anya many now manifest into young export surplus. Say yen to me nya niama ne nhye wo Ghana. Na ye importo niama. Na okay, nti OG. We go to the commodities market to trade. Right? Ye kwa ye koto niama. Inti say sa factory see now one district one factory see now ye adwuma anka in their respective fields no and say anka ye kokra niama fi ho inti America say bia ye one district one factory a phones wokɔ na wohwɛ phones a yɛkra ba Ghana na it doesn't make sense. See ye phones na ɛsɛ sɛ anka yɛtumi provide for saa need no na mpakyɛ na meka no wote ase in so nneɛma na according to one district one factories ye produce ni na no yɛsan kɔkra fi abrokyiri ba
so be our money produce up to the number that is needed.
But at least ye nya take a bi was scale no so say ye rinya some bi ana meboa
Definitely.
okay but ye nya
how so what are those factories doing?
No, and well, and in America, see, would they put Kofi Koranteng to shame? Would the yenye sika bini enfentia down yen debt na accord down for the last 10 years?
No,
down
it keeps going up.
It's simple because we don't have the foreign exchange reserve. For how do you get a foreign exchange reserve? You get foreign exchange reserve. Say niama wu se wu produce no wo. Adeshi ewo omanu mu what be use na surplus no what be export for foreign exchange reserve me boana simple math simple math. This is not magic. Inti se sana ye case ne dia any anka all these one district one factories niama will produce no as say anka ye hu bibi on the Richter scale say ye return niama bi ne rinya foreign exchange reserve yen export no yen trade no trade. Yeah, we have a surplus. That's not what is happening. Inti, how then do you say, Kofi, you could be wrong. Now, one district, one factory, near ye juma, it hasn't. We haven't seen anything in the last 6 years since MPP. Where is the money? And where is the trade?
Right.
This is what IMF will be saying. IMF buying will be saying, and so you spent $77.5 billion in the last 6.5 years. $77.5 billion. Sikana afahe. Oji, you're in New York. Hudson Yards. What the $25 billion AC. Go to sub-level, sub-street level, no? There's a whole city under Hudson Yards. So I call Hudson Yards.
Right.
Okay. There's a whole city underneath. What the $25 billion. You know how much income they get from Hudson Yards a year? $19 billion.
A year.
Yeah. Oh, what's the...
So just 2 years, no crowd. Like 1.5 year.
What the $25 billion ashadim? Adjunani ye jumaninti wunya $19 billion a year income. One deck ho cry, one sightseeing deck ho cry income emma wono. It will blow your mind. Into young $77 billion ya spend no. We should in America say there should be something Ghana folk can show. Leadership no should show Ebemaya proud.
Okay.
Say you're taking $77 billion. Total amount of young outlay, cash outlay, no, $77 billion. Then the idea Bosiana went ya. We say why projects are why and so it doesn't come close to a fraction of $77 billion. So where's the money? We say one district, one factory. Okay, the production.
Okay.
Make sense?
Makes sense. Kofi, questions in the door so in me pese ya katine ya ba na ya
no problem. I'll make it short.
Yetimi ADINKRA no akwa. I request organic mixture on no boy am de dwumani we nyina ebrel say wo pe nko e betimi wo stretch marks e betimi black spots na bibia atoso a me pa cho no an I request organic mixture hwe ne kofa bi for number we 917 836-3155 917-836-3155 Freno na omwao kai se sani okala tie bia benya so ne onku na emom enku a e trendy sisi apa ye oji shade ko na koje wodi sisi a na obehu say yes enoma atoto so e de ama the outstanding and the most valuable awards night Airbus on November 26th. No, it's all about the Heroes Night Awards. Enye easy easy. Sa awards we ADINKRA Radio 4 and Akofa Ediaba and it's dubbed Tap Send Heroes Night Award. Airbus on November 26th. Our Yonkers, yes, the tickets are out and it's running. So we'll be making sure someone sabe count there. Kwabena is the guest artist Obeba with Ras Kuku. Omunyina Eguso Kama Ombeba na ye the awards no ashisha so. Ticket no regular $100 and a VIP $200. And then Mr. Kofi Koranteng and Chinkom we do our no so beba heavy. Not just say obe no we the answer Ghana for the more scene. It's me pacho. So senya can we take it now. Be friend numbers way 929-331-8560 929-331-8560 and that's at 347-350-1857 347-350-1857 share na di hu djuma fresh si a se makwan be fa so a awards no ye no enie one a wo krom ha wa boa nkrofo so state bi o bi doesn't matter wo de maye hu ni djuma so bi a o die sronko we excellence awards and is a hero celebrating our heroes and no whoever. It can be an association, it can be a church, it can be an individual, it can be a group. Like, we are ready to award them. Let us see how best they are working in their own angles, and we shall fetch for them and try to dive in to see that they all can be a funny panel and as a kuno no. And when we are convinced, we just put it up. Now your friendly panel for this award. So the time for nomination is now. You can call on us. No what try be no bishop baby oh boy juma so na ye ni hu ye o friend numbers na good screens no so na ye be share na ya tracking ni pakro no na ye the award no amma no on the day ya share the 26th of November, the Thanksgiving weekend, you know. Sa pepepe Mami kai o say nyame ya adomu a Sanya Yehuwe so no. The all-time award show, yes, the International Power Forum and award reception. So the 2022 edition is also coming out on 23rd of September next week, Wednesday. Charlie it's not going to be easy, and the whole Africa. There are only 2 presidents that are going to be awarded. This is a secret, my man can't show. So what I say, Ghana's president and that of Rwanda. Until Timo said, yes, this is to support Africa. He said, we are going to power for Africa. So the power for Africa, no, that is the theme, power for Africa. So this is being organized by the International Trade and Investment Forum award reception. Yes, so you got to be there. It's going to happen at the theater on Columbus Circle, New York. That's in Manhattan. So please make a time to be there. 6 p.m. sharp. Not a shassia. It's for Africa, celebrating our leaders, celebrating our individuals, and celebrating our continent. Please make it a date and be there. Mami sign Kyle say Nyame Adoma October 1st. Then so and the 3G Media Awards no baso na ya no so there akuku damo akasa na eba 3G Media him Dr. Evangelist CNN say yes he's been in the game for 11 years. This is the 11th edition oh yeah nti enye easy cry celebs be brave from Ghana and beyond ebeba na che say nyina ade ni akwa akocho ye be your replay ho e Bronx the resurrection power ho and ye be no Park Avenue. Me sure say don't be left out. Try and be part of this edition because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be loving. It's going to be catchy. It's going to be something outstanding. Yes, the ticket is $100. If you haven't had one yet, please, this is the time. Let's call on the main man, Mr. C and Asa of ADINKRA Radio Studio. So on Sa Ebekambi. But in the meantime, no, call the number 646-833-6194. 646-833-6194. Bra, now so be show any idea. Meet all the stars and the top celebs you can ever think of in your life. Kai say, Mr. Kofi Koranteng super baby. On the or your Ghana serviceman, and you know, one friend of call beba. Ready to do action man and kasa. So that's it. But that's it. Back to the studios, Nafi. They are signed try and come out to you know. So Mr. Kofi Koranteng, I can say, or best scrap it off. All the regional ministers, there's not going to be any regional minister because fine, he could be right, he could be wrong, but he wants to be the president, so he defines the size of his government and the kind of people he would like to work with. But in the meantime, I can say he's only going to deal with 10 ministers, 10. So how is the magic going to happen? He's here. I'm going to ask him. 10 ministers over about 30-something million population. Let's see how he goes about it. What is the magic behind the 10 ministers' appointment over here to work? How are you going to do it?
Yo, OG, listen, there's no magic in this thing. It's simple. It's very simple. Because we are big on effectiveness. So, netene say young ministries, you know. Now, were 10 ministries. All the other ministries, you know, you're be abolish. And I say, and say other ministries, you know, you're into an agency. Now you put under a ministry. Into the 10 ministries, you have agriculture, energy, education, employment and entrepreneurial development, finance, agriculture, energy, education, employment and entrepreneurial development, finance, foreign affairs, justice, interior, trade and industry, and Ministry of Health. Any 10 ministries I ever want. Now, every other ministry to say transport, ebeko under interior. So, ofa to say Ministry of
Creative arts.
Creative Arts under education.
Okay.
So, but a agency and tourism and
Trade and
interior.
Okay.
You. So, inti ni na no ebewo ho. You benyan krofo qualified
By you coin them together.
inti no wobeye agencies because wo elevate BB to a ministry it's just expense. Inti wo hey with Ghana Broadcasting and wo difference be you actually probably do better in terms of than Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. Well, but we need satellite over 100,000 or a couple of millions, and now we infrastructure. And so no, the most important thing is to say what content I per se will echo out and echo out. Into be only no binyao content. Now me cannot say. It's about scaling things down to save money because yen sikeni na no ye per se yedi chia yen debts not down to manageable levels. And then expand on industry and build an environment where connectivity, complexity, and competencies. And no nebe may expand and be able to elevate to a first world. So I say,
right.
Inti that's the strategic plan. Yebe with the ministries. Inti adjumane yebe, but it's not going to be under a ministry. It's going to be under an agency. Supervised by a ministry.
How do you see Ghana's education system currently? And what are some of your plans for Ghana's education?
Education, I always say, and you're relevant. Into nipa kono be graduate or be untumi nya adwuma bia no hu nimfa so bia because untumi nya hwe. Into ne pese ye ne say ye pese education no ye consistent with development na ye expect no. Into ye pese ye build bridges ne rail high speed rail ne freight trains ebe transport young agriculture from all the agricultural hubs to storage centers ne food processing centers na as I say yeah incent education one walk into rail and transportation ne disciplines are ye betumi use one when they graduate so say be ebe kase OG we telecommunications and IBB intino work school to up your game as I say you sent to maybe $5,000
right
na Emma when you who say we call you bet your fees you be a free data for 3 years in you be incentives be a ebe my inti we be out so na yen ani be use so na de wa she industry
ye bi na mo aye ya mo the doctor squad bro che question ade o mo ame
say na me canon say wo the one bagana na won't you won kai we need amenities to have them and if you know instead the one be kwa bruchi guess what technology ninti a kwa bruchi ye de bagana inti wo ehun hia say the be kwa bruchi oji na make enya simple but you have to have the money and the people are what service you need to build our infrastructure so and unti na yen so area na sani area inti yen ya hwe niema amwayen as a nation you're a plug leaks nina because Ghana are hemorrhage so much in billions of dollars hemorrhaging. So wasting now we're gonna plug.
Okay. Ghana's one of Ghana's major problems is unemployment. Obi betimi akọ school no na wanya the certificate ni ade yet na otifie aban beko omo create some temporary jobs be for them and when the party loses power it affects their job as well. What are your plans for that?
Simple, very simple. And that's in say, then what basis for employment in here? Then Ghana, Industrial Revolution. Then yen creativity. We are an importation nation. To fix the problem, now we're gonna be investing $10 billion into agriculture every year for the next 10 years. Agriculture was so many sectors: research and development, pharmaceuticals, transportation, mechanical, biology, logistics, preservation, food processing, storage facilities. Many different sectors in under agriculture. Inti by putting this much money into agriculture, and you may absorb unemployment, and these are not going to be 1 or 2 hours that type of jobs. These are going to be high-skilled jobs. People are going to be making serious incomes. We're going to take people from making a couple of hundred cedis a month to thousands a month. And because the truth of the matter is, OG, say in Ghana, you need middle class. You need middle class because we don't have the jobs to breed middle class lifestyles. Ubi oye juma unya 1,000 cedis no ebere no etumi akoto computers ato flat screen TV I ontumi nto what I say inti but say income se ba no nya 5,000 near build a credit system Ghana ye need credit system ye di ni na akoma momo oye omfi Ghana South African company. How does you maintain your status as a sovereign nation when you don't have a credit system? That's unthinkable. So yes, until you create a credit system now we have 5,000 cedis a month. Ubet me to flat screen TV, to deep freezer, to car, all in the same month, and none in a bed generates middle class.
I realized something about Ghanaian workers. Most of the people that have been employed and income earning, they live above their means.
Absolutely.
And until they be a ma ahochere ewo yenso. Obi banya buy adwuma na so best artist when you adwuma no the next thing I want dream is to get a loan for something that he or she thinks she may need. So salary net said the ADINKRA no because the loan is taking part so ema enso and about 70% of mkofo mo we school ni na obi a white collar jobs. We nyina ma ahochere no eba. Are you prepared for all these?
Absolutely. Listen, education has not been relevant. Nina part of the curriculums are be changed. This is going to go in subliminally.
This government is working on science, math, and
STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Okay.
We're not going to do
Don't
STEM.
You think it's a good step?
No, we're going to do STEAM. We're above the curve, man.
You have to add an A?
Yeah.
What is the A for?
Arts.
Arts.
Yeah.
So the STEM is still relevant?
No. It's science, technology, engineering, arts, and then mathematics. Adding T because we want to create a well-rounded society. So I say, send a nipa bit me use one sat no what they bit me any juma. So we move from level 1 to level 10 in terms of education. We'll do level 3 now. If we say, you know what, you need to branch off and go make some money. You have the skill set to do that. So they say we'll call bricklayers. One will treat beauticians. No many bricklayers. No many idea. When you're skilled, what be you man so be chia. What do you say? When you need we have to bring in a science perspective in the way you do things. Send a professional, global level things. We'll call Nraya call inspector building B or Bronx. Oh my gosh, it was just pretty. I love construction. So I say, it's pretty because it's at the highest level of professionalism. Unyasa grade of work no Ghana.
Okay.
Unyasa grade of work no Ghana. What do I say?
Okay.
Inti Nina comes in when you skill people. Inti competencies na ba be jumani skill one. Sena education also besisa. Yenye education on the right education. Inti concurrently no near babe no say be a revolution of the intellect. Part of that curriculum na be say you be educating crofo. No wo be living below your means. Now and also it's also multi-tiered. Because part of the problem is to say we are allowing so much content into our space our people are not ready for mentally. Maybe I catch him. What do I say? We are living superficially. Niame bia ehun hia say but yen wo pese wo guard na wo develop na wo train wo citizens are. As I say wo guard one content and so I exposed to them. Inti sa networks here ba television ukoso bibia pese ohun bia at any time ubetumi ehun there be utumi nyesa na say we need control over our content as a guard yen content
right
what do I say na ɛno nso consistent with young expectations as a society.
Okay.
What do you say? Nti, that's how we're gonna take care of that.
Okay, thank you. From the genesis of this conversation, and I can say Ghana's major problem is leadership. But then, what really goes under the leadership mostly, the corruption part. Knowing this, what measures do you have? Should you become the next president of Ghana? What are going to be the measures you're going to use to curb this kind of problem? When you say it draining the coffers of Ghana.
All right. Incidentally, it becomes one of the simplest problems to handle. Okay.
How?
Okay. Corruption. No president in Ghana has dealt with corruption the way it has to be dealt with, because they don't understand the problem.
They don't understand?
No, they don't. And I'll prove it to you. Corruption is multi-tiered. In Americans say you cannot solve corruption on one level. Corruption should be solved at the administrative level, should be solved at the legal level, which is the criminal level. And no, I'm good. And then corruption should be solved at the psychological level. Psychological level, they say, ube solve no now be change content echo mofraho. Right from kindergarten, exposure to content should change. One curriculum should change. What I say? Now, what your recitals, corruption is bad for you. If you want to be a good I mean, near maybe say I walk with school and pies what your recitals. One part of one curriculum is with school no cry. One to say now you 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 2. You multiplication table no. I say what indoctrinate one on the entire corruption and wow. Number one, psychologically.
Okay.
Administratively, as I say, change young society. And then and they say the way we transact business, it should be electronic money. Into you call any service, be a agency, be a Ghana, money should not be changing hands. It should be electronic money. Now, the way electronic money works, 3 ways. And I hate to get complicated, but I have to. Right. Into on the first level, it has to be administrative. It has to be my friends say institutional infrastructures. That means all the bits and pieces that needs to be present for somebody to be able to perform without any drawback has to be present. Obama Bagano no say you don't need strong men, you need strong institutions. That's what he was talking about. You need institutional infrastructures. Into be or an eduma be an eduma no to sing. So an eduma no to sing oji won't mean could jinano hon kesi. Because you didn't give them the tools for them to work at that level. Into institutional infrastructures. The second level, then the systems. You can't want to me. Ghana, you need systems. Everybody, or your opinion, in a supervisory position works from a level of personality. Personalities are not duplicatable. It is a oji beye juma hane no kwa ochina obeba back what the Kofi Koranteng be show our results in the best system because personalities are different. But so what the system na ye juma dia na what the system na ye juma intino a repeatable process a system. Oko McDonald's either so to McDonald's or Bronx or Manhattan or in China the taste is the same because it use a turnkey system. Well, objective, mechanical part of the system and the discipline. Na ye can't want some. Inti that's the the third level no so say it has to run on something. Ni say run no so say algorithmically solid. Inti your system no will work on ni our friend say we're friending a distributor ledger technology. A distributor ledger technology is an algorithmic program. Into anything you do here duplicates itself in the whole of Ghana. Into OG into me yisika electronic money waha. Na unchange algorithm Onya ye it spits out the whole system. Say OG abeyi sika wire debit and credit waha. You can't change it because it time stamps, date stamps to the second. So what I say. These are the ways and of course criminally, and so obia owia di bia no owia no ape no ayden wa punish no. There is a consequence, immediate consequence to crime and corruption. Is that what is happening in Ghana? I don't see. Obi wiadia, they use the constitution no they yebeye no aye no akofa special prosecutor na a foolish case na nipa kono gets away. So when you change it at a psychological level, criminal level, and administrative level, now you seal it to a point where now are people going to steal every so often? Yeah, but when they do, there's an immediate consequence, and that deters them from doing it. There's no system 100%, but we want to bring it to such low levels, say it's so easily workable, and that's what we're going to do. And that's why we know for a fact, say there's the era of corruption is gone in Ghana, without a doubt. I know that for a fact. And Yansum Penny, I can say, if you cause financial loss to the state, capital punishment. Nobody have said that. I wonder why. Maybe they're scared. They're gonna be
punishment.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
And this era.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So we'll call Singapore. How's na hoya ofe?
That's right.
We'll call now you say we na kwa. Maybe on call Saudi Arabia. Ko Dubai, hoya ofe. We cast we na kwa. Capital punishment.
Kofi, are you corrupt?
Absolutely not.
Are you corrupt?
Absolutely not.
Have you any hand? Have you been tempted with corruption before?
Absolutely not.
And so you can say you're not corrupt.
It would be a thought because that's not. Let me tell you how it happens. Netina say, when you have a value system that is crystallized on morals and ethics, you have to question the consequence of Nawayan. You don't have to have a system to correct you. And who's idea and say we based on what morality.
Exactly.
Enunti wunim say one ye. So okay, say okay, Kofi, one weeda, menum weeda. Kofi, wunya we are minye ni say minya me because my value system doesn't allow me to think like that. You can't have an argument say Kofi say wunum bi dadia and you wunim say
Sanete.
Wunim senete intile bia wode ma obe no
Who be that?
What you say? I mean, so it's moral foundation does not allow me to think say it's something I need to do because you see obia wo bokronga na wo ye bibi no now you have a lack consciousness because who feels idea where you wouldn't to mean
2019 you were said to have forged 20 signatories. How true was this?
19. Yeah.
That was 2019, yes.
19 signatures.
19. Okay. How true is that?
It's absolutely false. Now, let me tell you what happened. Western North signatures. Every region beyond, you have to have people to vouch for you. Say, yeah, Peninsula say, well, president.
Aspirant.
You call your president as a candidate.
Okay.
Until you young duty war Western North. Actually, you submitted your paperwork on a Thursday. Friday now, Electoral Commission friends say they suspect said there's some duplication. It's okay. No, say, don't worry about it. If there's anything wrong, we'll call you. Saturday, no friends say, no, we have to come. It's serious than we thought. Your question will say, listen, you see all these names here? They flashed us. It looks like this person here who's Ivor Green Street has the same people on his list. Okay. Let me see. How is that so? Now, to take you back. Now, what could be Electoral Commission, what could be a 1422. Obia winyan information bia you run it through text code 1422 and then it spits out a response say, oh, this is OG, he works here, he lives here, until we double checked everything. Okay. So everything came out say Nkrofo a one list no suni na ye genuine. What numbers? What would be BR?
Okay.
Until yes, submit. Somehow, no paperwork no could do. Now, one of the things say, and say, one year papers ni na area, and some papers no, na yepese dun temintino. What the share bag mu sealed bag. Now, what the ma what friending VIP. Now, ebe do yan ho. Wrong. Inti what friend what can say. Now, who would have thought so? We bet me according to Sabagi Akuyi na we're changing yama because you will duplicate the BBR.
Right.
Inti what you could do hono electoral commission say, listen, these guys we have called them and they are saying that you did not come to them to get their signatures. I'm saying but this same Ivor Green Street is sitting there saying that these are all now this is a gotcha. 19 people would not happen to be in a region where there are 46,000 reps who could have signed our paper for us. No, these 19 people are all CPP candidates, and they all executive members of the CPP. OG. Executive members. How do you get all executive members? Now, the one thing that blew us away was in the same order one was sign the paperwork in OG, they signed the paperwork for CPP. So CPP is looking, it's almost like a mirror thing.
Wow.
This copy is in the CPP bag, it's in your bag. How did it get in there? I don't know. But the people check our numbers. Everybody, if you go to our numbers, because our numbers are listed with Electoral Commission, all the 1422s that we did are listed. So I said, okay, we'll give you. Once we talked and we got this thing back and forth, they said, okay, everybody makes mistakes sometime. So you have to go and change these signers. This was on a Saturday. Go and change the people on your list and bring it back the next day, which is a Sunday. We got with reps in Western North. They prepared another sheet for us. We submitted it on Sunday. I brought it in personally with a couple of our executive members. We brought it in. They took the form. They looked at it. They said, well, but we can't accept it. Wait, you said for us to, yeah, but we changed our mind. We can't accept it. So that's what happened. So
okay.
What could you do? We fought. We went to court. They said, they changed their mind. Electoral Commission is an independent agency. They could decide to do anything.
Is that what the court said?
Yeah. He was there.
Yeah, because I had read a report from the court.
And they said they dismissed the case.
Yes.
Because we didn't have enough grounds.
Right.
Yeah. So I did not forge any signature. Nobody on our list forged any signature. What it was, which blew our mind, which nobody has been able to answer up until this point, was how could the same people, 19 people, on our sheet end up on the CPP sheet? However, theirs was good, ours was bad. And they're all executive members of the CPP.
So which of you submitted their forms first? You and CPP?
We did.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
We did, but then what they did was they called Ivor Green Street, and Ivor Green Street said, these are registered members of his political party. So he argued that the credit has to go to him and not us.
And was it true that those people were registered members of his party?
Well, I do not know, but the electoral commissioner said those people were registered with the CPP as executive members, so they won't give us the credit for it.
Who qualifies to sign those forms?
Themselves.
No, I mean the 19 signatories that were rejected.
Yeah.
Or those people that have to sign for you. Is it any citizen of Ghana?
Oh, yeah. Any citizen of Ghana.
Oh, okay.
And that's another thing that we contested in court. Say, Adintina say OG per se or endorse candidate A. Not say or endorse candidate B. As a sort, where you vote, wo kase nipa winim no open asem. You should be able to say wo nominate a nipa say me jitum say me peneso say ubetumi akoye president. It shouldn't be one person per a year, but in electoral commission now can say it happen. It is a happen say nipa baako a sign it nipa mienu papers a ye ma kwan ma wo kwasesa now the foforo ba. Wo mo ma ye kwan ye kwasesa ye de ba wo mo so wo monye.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
And Kofi, you have all these great minds, great ideas. Should 2023 a sign koba say be moi, how will you take it?
Emma, if you said this time no, we are doing photographic copies and say no, your members will be our ID. So inti
so what's the name of your party?
Name of movement, New Vision Movement.
New Vision Movement.
Sir. So inti obia okanye hu bia no ubenya ID ubi bia inti answer cry na wo be endorse ye ne a check ya say wo kan hu. No bia ntumi nkoka say ono no I register with sa organization inti ono na so nya credit.
How many members do you have in your party so far?
Oh man, I don't know.
You don't know.
Listen, I don't know because
election is done with numbers, so
of course, but we know say we put listen. I'll tell you this. 2019. Yeah, ba foforo crowd in a couple of months crowd no. There were parties who we were threatened by. So I mean, who were threatened by us.
That's true.
One more friend and say, hey, anka munya is idea muye na mo mekan. So you cast it debi, and they did everything to get us to work with them to throw in a towel and work with them for a lot of money. We didn't do it.
Wow. How much are we talking about?
I can say a lot. Ghana is Skaoho.
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 That's a fact.
Inti na anka yem enye se ye pesi ye bani ye besoma. It would have been very easy say hey I politician. Wako into your friend saying an arena bia new honum very easy say hey any jiske na kotena baby. They actually told me say hey weja you know ma or abrichiri kotena honum na nkonkore na so citizen weji me American passport when your American passport wo koto akne say wo be Ghana politics woni nyansa ho panyi bia new fie panyi no omo ka kire me omo Coconut Grove Hotel ka kire me say hey now even American embassy crowd beside me say okay we correct you want to Ghana politics be ma citizenship akọ so but the point was and yet sikentina me ba be yadi I want to serve my nation kakra me so me nyame adom me amabesua ha no mpese me so me de besom
Ghana for age parties me nu penatum NPP or NDC one call mu bia what ho se wo ba independently
no correct
is Ghana really ready for a third force?
Oji de me kind of say shawabra boom. In the last 30 years, the empower na sa two parties here yaji wama bosso. Mebushiem NDC wo, mebushiem MPP wo. But the empower no ma ya maye. Say oji insio kra no ye no ma ubehuna emeya wo na deformities and kolei ukokulebu na akwahwe o meya because yensio are poisoned to levels the body cannot bear. Ejume eni Ghana. Sika eba through Ghana ni na no ejume ni ho. Boy se bre. We oba woni obi ankoda unye ejuma. Woni ne dewi kro beka se ejuma no eba mefro. We be ma which is wakutia bribe. Ukogye forms kra na wo de akopa ejuma chise ukutia. So say ni pese e bom ran. So you go
to show us the same network.
Just say, "Inti, what shall we now say still MPP and NDC now pedia?" And you deserve to get what you're getting because Kofi Koranteng.
I say, omonim. Oh, Sunday, can you say other parties in Mada? Yentimi Grand Kaya 2019, 2020 about one. We counted almost 10 different parties.
Yeah, bare 15 crowd.
Yes, and yet, yes, there hadn't been any ballot paper containing only the two no crowd. Every time there are other parties. Yet we are content and consent to only these two parties? Is either A or B all the time?
No, correct. OG, because no party, no movement, nobody on the ballot outside of NDC and MPP. And I said, no, I shouldn't even say that. Obi any honoma wa ballot no so we make an argument to say the make. And plus, Ghana for Muntio, Obi or ballot no subiano. At least almost all of them. No. One more year Jumama NDC ni MPP. Na at the end of the day, hey, so I'm about one my me ho. Abeba kase menyi sika na meka wo ho. Me se menye. Se sika na me pair anka men so mako join wo mo. Me boa. Right. Nti anka se anka me buy ma be kasa the day then so at the end of the day me koji ahye me ho na ma pushy votes no to them. But that's not what Ghana deserves.
Right.
And no, yes, Ghana for said this time the mummy new because OG say baby Gina no. So Ghana for ya to aba na ya answer NDC ni MPP on mine ebe bo without a doubt ebe bo ebo we are ya hwere bibia as say ebe yen kwa bio wonni nkran wonni Ghana mo amowo Ghana no munim ahoho efa on mine no inti say owo a wo ye dehye no adehye no he no omo wo because me hu adehye wo Ghana bebia wo Ghana wo mo fa oman no ye turn no to say hot cake ama adehye
Kofi ko ato to me ho
wo hia sa obeto wo dia deda you just have to claim it. But you
That's
can't
right.
claim it, say, wo kasa keke, say, wo to abana di claim. Because when you be in ho amount, and said, ye be GBBR back.
Kofi, unemployment, you say I can't answer more.
Sir.
And they will buy best scrappy of regional ministers. Or buy bring it down the number of MPs and also the ministers. Wakaya who say the ministers or the various ministries nipa do a sha say fa wo mo adwuma ne ade. Should we go with what you are estimating or there it means say thousands of people are going to go home?
No.
How are you going to keep them whilst you're limiting the number?
They're going to go through a program of reformation near the Marco into agric.
Maybe a nani pakrono ne ho ne.
Oh yeah, sentini
in any field of interest in the agric.
Yeah, very formal. So wo pay human quadia. Wo pay the fe and I pay you didi. So wo pay the fe there yentumi mwa. But wo pay you didi now so di ye aso mind ba pa. Ye be boa mo reform.
Okay.
So said the kind no agric sector no e wo be say 12 different sectors. Nti baby wo ho at least one place bi wo ho no ma e bia ento wakoma so said the na wo ye ne de but at least for the quality of life I will pen wo betumi nya wo so nti we'll put people through reformation program near reposition wo
Beautiful. Yane ora Kofi Koranteng se nyame ya adomo a oba be Ghana's independent candidates. Say party ni wo ho. Enti MVM. So what I say it's a movement stronger than apartheid.
I like that rap. MVM.
Yes.
Movement stronger than apartheid.
That's right. Mommy and Shane follow because so me to abena per the waka na come to amano. And I know so you're also convinced. The brass say making kind messages. Let me be a phone lines no too. So until mo pesa mo friend no na mo mesro wo ba wa check ra broswa na betima ye 2 minutes. 2 minutes mesro. A question na baby sana straight na yanko. Say na baso na obebo abo. Esre wa aha enye ne ye ADINKRA Heroes Night Awards no ti de wo kan kakra na watwa so yesre mo a ya the number no ultimate friend or WhatsApp ultimate friend direct baby abe free bia ebeba yes enti ubetimi afre me the number no eba beto dwa ubetimi afre se o frɛ WhatsApp there Mr. Wara ya kai say o the +1 no ebedi kan na etimi ago through the amount esremwa na kai say Arcus organic mixture ono eno aso yasene emiede sa jumedie we ebrewo sara so na ye kai we say come November 26 the Heroes Night Awards bra na behwe wani so ade anya hwe kra no obehunu atiti ne ne ntin wo krom ha Ghana fo a omo achichi ni bencheye but the America ha say ne bra omo bo mo a omo de man krofo wo fie ene krofo wa ha from the time of COVID and from time immemorial mo a omo de aba ebi mpo ana wo mo bi wo ha obi a wo susu betima ba be hia odofo ana say o solution e ho na number na nie 917-340-7744 917-340-7744 ofre na obaswa na wachia brakeke uchia no na wonkomwa na wane na bo wachia 2 minutes ya twa so mama wate mama in some few messages na Kofi hunu sese nkrofo omo bo na baso ne omo ba hye ne omo question na fa ne nyina embra. The questions are so much. Oji, can we call? We have questions. Sure. Tinazapon Presido Gawa, me church greetings to all Gawa members, Ghana Health Workers Association for your church. Thank you very much, Presido, for being part of this show. Kofi is very good to run Ghana Fancy Man Associations. Hey, Kofi Ujo Sambao. I got you, Madam. Yeah, okay. Kofi Koranteng. Okay, the calls have started coming. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Me pacho, we didn't baby out
Me pacho, me didn't see na Chapel, me free Bronx here.
Oh, the President International.
Aye.
The only president with a capital P. All my yes. Small letters. That's it. Could you be a president on the capital P?
Oh, sir.
Me that's it. Gawa President, Bacho Yanko.
You first of all, me chair with na Mr. Kofi Koranteng, me chair. My question to him, me say, me I'm not into politics, but I just want to contribute. My question, me say Oba, with all that he's saying, it sounds like a good plan, but Oba, we have. Instances are but in reality, a lot of these things doesn't happen. So why is he different? What is he going to say to convince me? Say, my number one question. Number two, the problem in Ghana, so they said there are a lot of churches in Ghana. They sell a lot of things in the church. I know a non-profit, but so is he, if like is he going to let the churches pay taxes? Because they are making a lot of money and these people are not paying taxes and they want to enjoy all the benefits that the country is producing. My other question is he going to regulate the churches in Ghana? Because it's and sorry now Ghana no. Like let's say it's a working day. Now sorry a program from 8 a.m. to this time, 9 a.m. to this time. Is he going to regulate it and say instead of them making programs on a working day, they should shift it to end of the day, like in the evenings. Because if sorry them all the time on a working day, how are we going to make progress and fix the country? Because sorry no will be business. So no all campo go sorry them all day. I'm not against any church, but it seems to me say the job in Ghana now is sorry. Sorry them all the time. People will even instead of going to work will leave work and go to church instead. And I'm sorry, it's not like it's for free. Collection. So my question, me based on say, what is he going to do about these churches? And also, double salaried for now a woman Matiti Bebre say Ebimoji double salaries. What is he going to do about it? And the ex gratia also no. How is he going to tackle that? Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, President. So for time 100 minutes. Hello.
Yeah, Oji.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Nyame go switch me now swear.
Yeah.
Me
I don't know common sense. It's no them.
Be Martin 10 gram. Nana
Yes,
Bema.
Yes, Bema. A man of for Janet to put yourself.
It's just selfie. Achi more than this year.
Yes. No, but my bordo. Until Chamelande.
Nana ya trail. Boko. Kenja gumne.
Oji.
Nana yanko.
You're trying to say Ghana, the only antidote. Yawo. I did papa now to one mono. Yari. The Dama said it a touch yabo. Just say the only antidote. Yawo. A bit massacre na yari. And the Kofi Koranteng. You see, you met can't be 10 baby. You are saying, say, NDC, MPP, Chokine, near mouth of floor, now bedroom, wow, yada. Ghana for your name coming, and your finance, you have a council degree as it's a momo casara daddy. What's not NDC, MPP for 30 years and over. There be a shoot abandoning ya, Remy. So, money, so very giant NDC, MPP. It's about time Ghana for your country and say we have to stop NDC, MPP. Ocean one now part. Then for Krum, you know, more example, Central region and the Voter region. Oko Voter region, Omodi, NDC, not NDC one company, crowd, and not say NDC for by maybe one company, my employee for over 5,000. Oko Central region, and then for this number of commands, Ghana, you can create more time at Central region, number one. Create more time, because one, the Dinia Casa is seeing, you know, I hope not so much fun work out. Yes, then kind of change chunk of over way. If you're from Muti, the mobile Asuti, the West yourself, the Dura Kachumia, what up from Sadiano, it's about time Ghana. We have to say to ourselves that enough is enough for this nonsense. Linda NDC MPP. This are Ghana and Koneni. Then on Kwani cry, it's in a cracker. Are you over age for 18 years? That's done. Ghana, Kwani cry, utilities kaboom. Over 400 million pounds. Let that cracker. Are you over age? That they can't some young can we Ghana for antidote. I am number one and one Kofi Koranteng. That was it.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Nana, I see do that con and mote and cano, Bema 10 gram, a man, Janet Tico, it's a selfie. The half a pa, a 1 horse or so. Or not, you're 10 and can't sell our friend. Brakofi, I'm say, commodity and the way yanny dear corner. A binum say, me part 2. So I had a beside part 2, because in common some of the sectors near to me anko. Right. So far before I say best sorry, so no. Say obi bisa questions be.
Yeah.
So obi no address
okay. Very good. Inti the first question besides say okay, say different.
Are you going to tax
how then the map Kofi Koranteng are different. The map Kofi Koranteng are different. They say number one say
wait a minute, sure. My main fat caller in that. Me pay na what to show my hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Good evening. Udini baby
good evening. Ben, like I said, free Yonkers.
Ben from Yonkers, New York. Ben
yeah, New York, yeah. Even. Yeah, the Kofi Koranteng Kanina no. A legit, yeah, who say he has the country at heart, but before no one should be no waka city anyame because omo motisu sisiano. They are a reflection of us. Yeah, you know, they are a reflection of us. Into the omo de yeah, you know. The omo de yeah, you know. Omo nsa. Many new dealia. How are many be dealing? or yes, see for Ukraine bonnet on green development. It is any panel or what do you think is going to happen?
The same thing.
Or better than your trouble. On Daniel, yes, into the idea, they're only doing it in on a large scale. The all Canada, I just pray say Nyamabe Koso, Amanona, which Mabet Naso, because Obiaba it's easier said than done. But Nina also I was saying Nipano, Obeka the positive side. Oba and Kobeka say Oba be more corrupt again to man to be a ban and I think we have nothing to lose at this point. If we've taken some of the craziest risk that the NDC and PP are to so now and we might as well, have him there now and ready on so Ubetima Babe. And he now so they say supporting. Oh, but yet they say they are corrupt too. They are corrupt than in Penifon Po. They are more corrupt than Penifon Moshe. And also, no, as sorry, no, honor they are very dicey a situation. Oh, because as so for no members now so. Or try to be touch I hope so bit my BB afa. I just hope say keeping my fingers crossed so bit my BB afa. And me say because or try to be touch then he might as well come say or better say or some abosum come to him rather than trying to touch them directly. I can't say I have any ideas to how or handles our part no. But Mijidi say as time goes on he may come up with different ideas. Because it's not easy dealing with black people, honestly. Dealing with black people is like trying to teach a monkey algebra. It's just not going to happen. Like Edding. I just hope say Bibiano. All right. Thanks.
Good evening, last caller.
Yeah, a good semi last caller.
Great. That's it, you're correct.
A good 1 minute. What do you hear? Oh my God, a bit my own. A leader, what about leader on phobia, which match even high commission and the papa not yours. I said the church, but that's where you know, but on phobia.
And HMU. Oh, phobia, I bet I be the man penny.
Children, oh, my young shame. Oh, my young shame. We do what they do. Ghana and Kwani cry that the party a card and a copy to my didn't see that. Kofi Koranteng by this you Ghana.
Kofi at party on so NVMO.
Yeah, the parts of what NVMO say. So we're reading a chance to my position yet to be not dream with that. Anyway, it not be mine. I know Usika what a man into chance now while we are not into come yes, you call here the office where that any Jimmy for any man
vice president. Kofi. Okay, then I'm asking.
Kofi Baswa, the students, the man and commercial way. The Ghana forces the Kofi Koranteng Union. They catch us in 1 month. It is really public Ghana simply because it benefited people and business high pressure will be brought down the people because the crowd will be on the fashion. Only will be reacted the catch all.
Bye bye.
Oh my gosh.
Me de kutusre me bonkaye. Mosta ija me bonkaye.
Na that's you na.
Untonko na una ye die hie bia be.
Okay, I was here for go mona re yin na but then I call senior aspirant hopeful. Hona min shadi say I call be fast or dem penifo be fast no say no me hu. Na ye hwe bia no kwa be convince.
Enye nana yedase na yenua ba ofrey na mpese me answer the questions.
Right, Tina.
Say, Madam Tina, Madam President, double salaries to be here. And yes, say a pesi a canny a bon crufo hunti nana misro. But who say ye big with law and order. OG. One of your tenets no law and order say ye de emrabe ye juma Ghana. Ama wawe who say yes. A bay fe Ghana bay fe. Wa dim raso no when you beji. Unim rason so any will be to a cotana baby. So nti obia we a double salary bia waji sika bia di anya sika bia no esa odi sika ne ba ye no ni asem ye sika ne ye pay ya de keke nti wa fa sika bi wo form anya sika fabra. It's as simple as that. Nti Madam T obia waji double salaries we world record of bia no ye beji sika. The reason any the entire Kofi Koranteng here different and say number one, ye pet ne betumi see ebo akase ye be change constitution. Because any of the president Chairman Tio Bahumio Mahamo obi antumi nkasa obi change constitution because o change constitution na ebe dino to the point say on to me mayor president because before be president no crown I see a chin tum. So on to me any president. It's just a fact. So and no na constitution in a more protection. Inti sir opese o change constitution na onya ni protections na or no or when ya say no e be strip no. And also na yen ye kase yen no de ye strip protections no cry exemptions na sana yen ya koswa president. Any one of the things here be best strip exemptions. No, a president will be a common person. Title in the Dow so your president. But uko boy pool and I would disike bia pet and running will be di. And I no can say our friend in churches no. Listen, churches no organizations play a very important part in young society. When you see a cherish one near boa one. But in Krofu be the one who are for it. One represent one who say where your churches are, where your illegal organizations are. One we use our status of churches non would debone. One na ye be fish one out. Now must churches na ye legitimate to know so to me perform. But with our performance no comes responsibility.
Right.
What you say? Inti baby to say won't mean could see a sorry bia wo baby and find ye didn't disturbing crofwa one kwejuma wore dano. As I say, churches no conform to regulations. Na uji ne de kra ne say ye be ma churches no ankasa na wonga set out guidelines na ebe guard won no. Churches na ne yed won be together. Churches in penyufo ne yed won be together. Mo set up guidelines mo pese ye di adwuma Ghana. Na mo be di so se mo foma mo ne be mo se. Well, because me ni say me churches in penyufo amenu won akase na no because this is where I get young policy no stakeholders yen one kasana say what per law and order one person what church bia ko set up or baby ubia jessica and at the back say the churches are going to be paying what friend say social responsibility levy because even the church members are suffering. Church members need people who near juma oji inti ni epese and say we person wants to will contribute systematically to a process bia eboa won need to invest back into the members of the churches no na a train won leadership development courses put money into no friends small business administrations it may fund entrepreneurial developments emma church members nankasa. So indeed these are some of the things be my young the administration are different yenim say start to create a positive response from the churches no. Because churches now they're not in the business of doing business. We're in the business of one religion and one spirituality. Inti yani everybody what be boy near to me as my members so. Now me cannot say. It's going to be a win-win.
Thank you.
Intina asemneng.
As ne ho asamaranye ne ho. Nice one.
Yes.
Na double salary for no so.
Oh, say na me kind of obi a want you can be legal bia no. Esa do sika na ba. So yes.
Na kwan be na wo be fa so a be chichi wo mo.
Oh, say wo friending a paper trail wo ho.
That's right.
What you be a paper trail. Until we just go back to that paper trail no and make reference.
Okay.
So yes. One farm man na bibi be due. But what the beba until bibi new.
All right. Thank you very much, Kofi. It was a pleasure having you here today. I know I'll have you again.
Yes,
and
sir.
Thank you very much
sir.
for such a productive submissions.
Thank
I
you.
know we've all heard you, and we wish you nothing but the very best. We are with you in prayers, and we are with you physically as well. And financially, so the next year do more.
Oh, OG. sɛ Ghana betum pɔn a ɛgyina aburukyirifo so Ghanaians abroad so nti ɛde yɛresrɛ sɛ Ghanafoɔ wɔ aburukyiri no momfa mo ho nyem sɛ Ghanafoɔ wɔ aburukyiri de wɔn ho gye saa process yi mu a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛma NDC ne MPP hu sɛ Ghanafoɔ yɛrebrɛ nti ɛsɛ sɛ wo change the way a what serve yɛn well sɛ Ghanafoɔ de wɔn ho gye saa Ghanafoɔ de $6 to $8 billion na ɛkɔ Ghana every year Ghanafoɔ wɔ aburukyiri say we will contribute to 1% of that money, $60 million.
Right.
The nearest Ghana for what bruchin so be and contribute 1% of Sika or the quabruchin into non farm.
So be person contribute or wow, she say I'm fine.
You will be able to me fan kofikoranteng.com. Uko kofikoranteng.com donate tab or how be to me a tab so no what donate. Number 1. Ye Momo account no ye 059 actually my mouth is quite simple 024 625 4687 024 625 4687 your Momo number.
Okay.
So into between sa two your other means BBA no woko young website na so access wo young donate page no information in now nti obi opeso boy no
okay
omoyen through there but ye hia moa Ghana fo ye hia moa se Ghana fo na wo Ghana won jeyen awa too but nipa ni pin so nte yen kan the only way a nipa beti yen kan say ye kunkurase ne ade oji nkurase kono process ne is so expensive
very
ukọ baby a etori okomedi nipa want to meet by ni Coca-Cola man kra na kan kro nte okomedi no nti ukọ ho no ma before Christ say wo kasa kire won no ese wo ma won bian because onipa no na no ho hia enye asem so sanity nti ese say wo so konso a wo ye bi wo be wie na wo sike na wo buy no na no asa well nti momoyen
so the Momo number is 0246 254 687 0246 254 687 yes sure we betimi donate to support the better agenda na Kofi Koranteng intimi mayor the president of Ghana to revise everything, change things to your own betterment, so not to himself but for you and myself. Nyame inshiramo. But Kofi, answer na yebeko no will be the very important question be Eddie Abasi. LGBTQ RPT to the Z are one of the heaviest topics so far. Is it going to be a heck on your neck?
No, it's not.
What's your take on it?
Nancy, and I want everybody to listen up very carefully. The job of a president and of a leader is to create an environment for everybody to thrive.
Okay.
Tina making you say Ghana for MP LGBTQ. Ghana for MP. Inti who as a president want to enforce more. The people necessarily were ready for transformations. So what I say, inti whether say America for America for call Saudi Arabia can push it down LGBTQ down their throat. Nentia ubia feel say they have the power and now the audacity to come to Ghana because we are beggars. We go around the world begging. You need respect to be so you to me build a self-sufficiency economy. Na young vaccines, young kobobosia, need to me share who you feed and who you clothe and now the biggest friend Obroni where we are seeing now one hotspot here Ghana. Computers near they are seeing now one hotspot here Ghana. I think na Ghana ye a country of second hand waste near around the world. You to me the one obi to me me force bibia down your throat.
And I say crazy stop it second hand cars crania. I say Ghana for some opinion.
There be second hand cars no. Nanti away and say duty on new cars no boy thing. Into the way you stop that and say young year bar. There will be no duty on car beer Eddie 1 to 2 na make car obia wa bruchira wo the car ko Ghana no. Say car Eddie 1 to 3 years I won't share duty.
1 to 3 years.
ebe incent nkrofo so what the newer cars beko what the kwa a displace old cars na enye roadworthy na
smart. You win my vote for this. You just won my vote for this. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I have it ready for you.
Thank you.
With that alone, you have it ready for you. That's right. That's a smart idea. Thank you very much. I would like to have you again. We couldn't talk about so much about health. We couldn't talk about security, but a lot of questions drill on those fields. So hopefully, maybe next week, if you're still around, we meet again, and then we
now, Oji, yeah, Mpacho, we're free kwechiri next. Hey, Ochinechi, right? Ochinechi Saturday wo Worcester.
Yes.
Wo 870 Main Street.
870 Main Street.
Yeah, African Cultural Center and IBBC. 870 Main Street wo Worcester, Massachusetts.
Right.
And wo ho. For Saturday from 1 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
You'll be out around the Worcester area. Brana, you pictures. Sanity.
Now you fans support and solicit for fans to soon support Kofi.
Nina can be major.
It should be the leading thing.
Sanity.
My name is OG. I had the privilege to host Mr. Kofi Koranteng, the double K, or they say the MVP man. So what you say? I know a thing. I see stronger than apartheid. What you say? We wish him nothing but the very best. Your name said Nyamiya Aduma 2024. He will be crowned. I believe that strongly. Let's try a test force. It could work. Just two and so as one son. Say the can say a swat oil. See and try. Could be I doing some. Yes. My main Kyle said if Foreign International Network I organize the International Trade and Investment Forum and award reception come September 23rd in Manhattan. Until we are inviting each and every one of you. Yes, the venue is going to be the theater, Second Columbus Circle, Manhattan, New York. So please, let's make a time. 6 p.m. sharp, it starts, and we all have to be there. Support a good cause. Let's watch how the Classic Awards night goes. Yes, remember, it is to give power for Africa. We're talking about energy in Africa. We are talking about electricity. You see, the countries are enlarging, and we day in and day out, most of the African countries are crying for power. Not power, say to me, but power in terms of energy crisis. So this is the time. Let's all come help support. Yes, so that the demand for energy will be a thing of the past. So please come support. Let's do this together. Come September 23rd inside Manhattan. Na yembra me support. Obetimi ba. Offer me number 0929-331-8560. Memao access to the place or how to be part of it this next Wednesday, the 23rd. Na yembra me support. Come. Na bibia enye fair. November 26th. The Tap Center Heroes Night Awards coming up right there in Yonkers. Yes, the Grand Roosevelt Ballroom inside Yonkers or Getty Square. Please, we entreat each and everyone to be part. Get your tickets from today, because as time approaches, the tickets prices rises up. It's $100 now and $200 VIP. You can get it now by calling 929-331-8560 or 347-350-1857. Na your ticket no as soon as possible. Kai say adwontifo bebre gu so atiti ne ani ntin so ebeba bebre. 100 na wutua no ubedidi obenom sem bia wope obehya tade bia wope enwuma wope na obetie na kwabena beba bajiweni raskuku beba bajiweni adwontifo aka kese bebre ebeba no munyina so aba bajiweni. October 1st the 3G Media Awards, the all-time awards na yenyina yate ho asem ate 3G Media Awards baso life enunti se wa wo no unya nya take it no mesraw and the ato so on. So yes, it's a 3G Media Group annual mega awards now Basso and the Celebrity Bash, the 11th edition. Basso, New York City has a Bronx, and Resurrection Power and Living Bread Ministry. I saw na 4132 Park Avenue. Monyina Mumbra, Mumeta Trina, Yenye Mano, and fair. Yes. Our cast organic mixture. Okay, home and a jumedi we brew OG shade a trendy obia is right, so we are to send me that is what you need in yenye or problem I stretch marks and now say black spots and now say o color to mono then so obey and me pacho wish our case I will not so be in a twabitra am why SMS mentia me that's it yo here na unya breti yaduma your best share be remember the best makeup we can wear is a beautiful smile on your face. And if you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for OG. Medase, your best share. Bye bye.
Chamanusu obiaso, aja. Chamanusu obiaso, aja. Chamanusu madofusu, aja. Chamanusu matamfusu na munja me hunse.